the center with the knight before committing a pawn. e6 controls the d5 and f5 squares and allows the queen and dark-squared bishop to develop. e4 takes space in the center, controls the d5 and f5 squares, and allows the queen and light-squared bishop to develop. This prepares your bishop for development. e5 takes space in the center and controls the f6 and d6 squares. c5 takes space in the center, controls the d4 square, and prepares to develop the knight behind the c-pawn. Textbook play so far. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. They bring out their bishop, increasing their control over the center. Develops the knight and attacks the center. Your opponent develops their knight off its starting square. Nice, definitely the right move. They castled kingside, placing their king in a safer spot away from the center. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. Precise move from your opponent. You are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. They prevented you from being able to tactically win a pawn. Developing your bishop strengthens your opening setup. They missed a chance to create a pawn chain. You exchange pieces of equal value, creating a pawn chain. Castling on the same side as your opponent and preparing for the middle game. They missed a chance to develop a bishop off its starting square. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. They made one of the top moves in this position. You kick the opposing knight with a pawn, forcing it away, moving their threatened knight to safety. A risky move, leaving your king open to potential attacks. This is the only good move. This is a fair trade. You are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. Their move stopped you from being able to tactically win a pawn. A great way to control the open file with your rook. They develop a new piece. This offers a trade to your opponent. They overlooked an opportunity to prepare a retreat square for the king. You gain control of more squares with this excellent knight move. They exchange pieces of equal value. You take back. Your opponent activates their last piece, bringing all of their forces into play. You move your bishop to a better place, allowing it to control more squares. The game was fairly balanced, but now your opponent's position has worsened. Your opponent slipped up, but you didn't take advantage of it. This is the only move that works. Defending their hanging queen. That was an even swap of material. With the right moves, your opponent is sure to win material. That pawn chain will help strengthen your pawn structure. They missed a chance to win material through a tactic. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. A correct move to get their bishop out of harm's way. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat. This is a fair trade. That was a fair trade. They exchange pieces of equal value. You recaptured the piece. They played the strongest move available. You are threatening to win a bishop by trapping a piece. Capturing your hanging pawn. Good thinking. This move puts your bishop into a stronger, more active position. They are right on target. You lost your advantage, and now the position is balanced. They are threatening to tactically win a knight. You stopped your opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. There was just one move that worked for them, and this wasn't it. You are now able to create a protected passed pawn. The only move, and you found it. Your passed pawn is protected and is marching down the board. Decent move, but they had a better one. You had a chance to play something better. It was an even game, but now you have the advantage. Nice move. Your bishop now controls more squares. Precise move from your opponent. You had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. The game was fairly balanced, but now your opponent's position has worsened. Good job. That's what I would have played too. They played the strongest move available. Very good choice. They are right on target. You trade off equal material. A straightforward recapture. Yes, this is the way. This is the only good move. Defending their hanging pawn. Nice. Definitely the right move. Precise move from your opponent. This is a fine move. They played the strongest move available. Not the best move, but not bad either. They are right on target. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. Their knight is now on a more active square. Well done, an excellent move. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. You overlooked an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. They did not find the right idea. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. They've improved the positioning of their knight. This move might cause trouble for you. You got lucky here. Your opponent missed the chance to capitalize on your mistake. Good job. That's what I would have played too. Precise move from your opponent. Yes, this is the way. That's playable. You exchange pieces of equal value. They've isolated a pawn, making it harder to defend and easier to target. This move lost the advantage, and now you stand equal. Their knight now occupies a secure outpost. You had a better option, but this is not bad. I like their choice. This moves your bishop to a safer square. They are threatening to win a bishop through a fork. This isn't a mistake, but there was something better for you. It was an even game, but now you have the advantage. You missed an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. They've placed their knight on a strong outpost. Not the best move, but not bad either. They played the strongest move available. You step your king away from the checking knight. They played one of the best moves here. Nice. Definitely the right move. They made one of the top moves in this position. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. They missed a better way to create a pawn chain. You allowed the opponent to kick a bishop. They've made a mistake, and their pawn is now lost. This is the way to win a pawn. They are threatening to tactically win a bishop. No surprise, you had to move your bishop to safety. Their piece moved to a blockade square, stopping your pawn from moving forward. This is the only move that works, and you found it. That was a clear recapture. Nice find. You found the only move in this position. This move makes your bishop much more effective. They overlooked an opportunity to move a piece to safety. You are threatening to tactically win a pawn. Pushing their passed pawn. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. They are right on target. You missed an opportunity to set up a blockade. They missed a chance to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. You get a chance to set up a blockade. Very good choice. They've improved the positioning of their bishop. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Passed pawns must be pushed. I like their choice. That was a brilliant sacrifice. They missed the opportunity to win your bishop, but you still would have had a winning position anyways. You found a safer square for your bishop? This makes a passed pawn. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. Their bishop is now more active on this square. This is a fine move. They played one of the best moves here. Your bishop has more scope from this square. Their bishop is now on a more active square. Well done, an excellent move. Defending their hanging pawn. Very good choice. Precise move from your opponent. That pawn was yours for the taking. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. Good job. That's what I would have played too. They played the strongest move available. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. This is the way to win. Moving their bishop to a... Getting closer. They are right on target. You continue the checkmate attack. They move their king out of the check. You're still on the road to checkmate. Their passed pawn moves. You continue the checkmate attack. You captured a free pawn. Their kings. Your move gets close. Precise move from your... You continue. They played the strong... You're continuing down the... Getting closer to the forced checkmate. They move their king. Congrats on your win.